Hello my friends and welcome once again to another episode of Tony's Comfort Kitchen, the home of comfort food. So today I fancied doing some barbecued spare ribs and just to show that you don't need to be some hairy Harley riding pitmeister to do spare ribs, I am going to do it in, or the majority of it, in one of these, my slow cooker or crock pot, whatever you want to call them. This will do the majority of the cooking, and I'm going to finish it off on the barbecue. You don't have to. It doesn't need to go anywhere near a barbecue. You can actually just finish it off in the oven if that's what you like. We're going to make some barbecue sauce too, so it takes a lot of cooking this, so we better crack on with it. Okay, so first things first, here I have, I think it's 1.2 kilos of pork ribs. Now, I've started this off. On the back of these ribs, you will get a membrane like this. Now, this has to be taken off, otherwise it won't work properly. And it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but once you get it going, it isn't too bad. So I've done most of it. I'll just finish it off to show you. You can actually pull it, come off, but just to get it started, sometimes it can be a bit of a swine. So you need to get this membrane off the back of your ribs first. Now some ribs, it's dead easy to get them off. Others, it was a little bit tricky like this one was. But anyway, once it's off, that's fine. We can crack on with the rest of it. There was quite a lot of fat on here as well, and I've left some on, but I've taken the majority off. I'll put those to one side for the time being. Now then, for the marinade and what we're actually going to cook it in, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons, maybe slightly more, 2.5 tablespoons of apple sauce, prepared apple sauce. One heaped teaspoon of smoked paprika. 1 heaped teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice powder. Equivalent of about 2 tablespoons of honey, runny honey. A bit more. A good dash of Worcestershire sauce. A good pinch of salt. And some cracked black pepper. Just going to mix all that up. Ooh, it's a lovely smell. And I'm going to reintroduce the ribs and just, you've got to baste it in the marinade, which is a bit awkward because it's quite big in this bowl, but we'll get there. Okay, that's the ribs nice and coated. Now, what we'll do now is put this in the crock pot or the slow cooker, and we will cook it on low for a minimum of 7 to 8 hours, and at that point the meat will be falling off the bones, hopefully. So it's a long time to cook it, but I mean you can start it off in the morning and it'll be ready for your evening barbecue. So we'll put it in now and then I'll crack on with making the barbecue sauce. Okay, so for the barbecue sauce, we'll start off with 250 millilitres or 1 cup of tomato ketchup. One tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, 1 heaped teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Oh, those colours. 60 millilitres of cider vinegar, good dash of Worcestershire sauce, ,60 millilitres of water, now then, this is the awkward bit, we have 60 millilitres of either molasses, hope the camera can pick this up, or in this case I'm using black treacle. It's going to take about a week for me to get it from this ramekin into the pan. Then we have 60 grams of sugar, teaspoon of garlic paste. It's probably equivalent of about 3 or 4 cloves mashed up. Pinch of salt, and then we're good to go. Just mix them all up, and then it's just a case of cooking it down on the stove top until the consistency is quite thick and syrupy. Okay, so this sauce has been plopping around for about 25 minutes, half an hour now, and it's reduced down a little bit, thickened up to a consistency that I'm quite happy with. I will be dipping the pork into it later on. Just going to give it a wee taste. It'll be hot. Whew. Whew, oh, there's quite a lot of chili powder in there. That is, oh, that is lovely. That is, it's tangy from the vinegar. It's sweet from the sugar and the treacle or the molasses, whatever you used, and also from the tomato ketchup. Oh yeah, that is nice. That was. I mean, there's plenty here. There's more than we'll need for this dish. So you can put this in a jar, keep it in the fridge, and use it for future barbecues. So I'll see you in a few hours. Okay, my friends, it's been 7 hours since I put the ribs in the slow cooker, so they're well and truly cooked now. I just hope they don't all fall apart when I take them out. So it's been absolute torture today, because all I've been smelling for 7 hours are these ribs cooking. So I can't wait to dig into them. Okay, so here we go. Have a look in. Oh my God! Ooh, amazing. Now then, the hard part is trying to get them out onto the chopping board, and they are falling apart. Try with this. Falling apart. Now then, the idea is to try and keep them in one piece, put them on the barbecue sort of in chunks, but as you can see, that may not be possible. Oh, that might not be too bad. Excuse the mess. Okay, so I'll take this outside. I'll light the barbecue. I've got the barbecue sauce already out there, and let's crack on. Okay, so here we have the ribs ready to go on the barbecue, and here we have the barbecue sauce. I'm just going to liberally brush it on to the ribs. Ooh, wasps. Now then, I'm going to have to scoop it up. Put them on the barbecue. That. These two, I think, have Oh, not too bad. I'll do these next. That one's had it, I think. The wasps spot my barbecue sauce just as much as I do. Again, just liberally brush them with the sauce. Oh man, I can smell them already. Oh. Okay. Again, just baste them with this fantastic sauce. It is, like I say, it is quite hot, but it will, I think it'll cool down a bit when it's actually on the ribs on the barbecue itself. Remember, these ribs are fully cooked. We're already putting them on here just to heat them through, really. Give them a spin over. Oh man, look at that.
Shaking like a leaf, a still as a rock. I'm laying in the bacon, just flat out of luck. You won't see me talking. Oh, you won't see me walking. Oh, hell, baby, no, no. You won't see me walking back to you. I gave you a house, I gave you a home. I gave you 6 children, now you wanna live alone. But you won't see me talking. Oh, you won't see me walking. Oh, baby, no, no. You won't see me walking back to you. Oh, no, no, baby, no, no. You won't see me walking back to you.
Oh my goodness, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Still some left of the barbecue, but I haven't got much more. I've got more room on this chopping board. Anyway, that's it. So I'm just going to let them cool down a little bit, and then I'm obviously going to give it a try. Okay, so the torture is finally over. I can actually have a try of one of these pieces of rib. Excuse me. Oh, it's very messy, but it'd be nice. Oh, really, really strong smoky flavour on this. Now that barbecue sauce was very hot. But as I say, once it's on the food and it's been cooked with the barbecue, it doesn't quite seem as hot as when I tried it in the pan. And the actual the pork itself with the apple sauce marinade, it's actually quite a nice flavour on its own, but it does need that extra kick of the barbecue sauce. It's well worth doing. Oh. Talk about melting your mouth. It's fantastic. Give this a go. Honestly, you don't have to stand over a barbecue for hours and then looking after your ribs. You can do it midweek. You can put it on, put the slow cooker on, go out to work, come home, and there you have ribs for dinner. Definitely give it a go. Please comment below if you have a go. Let me know how you get on. Excuse me, I think I've got it everywhere. And like, comment, and subscribe as per usual. That would be great. And I will see you in the next video. Peace and love, my friends. Peace and love.